they sleep again. They sleep. We wake them up. Wake up, the champs is in. Yeah.
I just hike the ball and I look for the open man. The zone, I'm trying to get in. I open the play with the book of the champion. Get flipped if you trying to get in. I got the front defense, they got the end. Going for long, on first and the 10. Gotta go hard, we gotta get all. No loss or excuses, cause we gotta win. They say they sleep, must not be a fan. Get at your mans and mess up your plans. Look at your stands and look at your hands. I do what I want and you do what you can. I do it for fans, you do it for fame. EA Sports, we in the game. I am the coach and the player.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the Dallas Cowboys. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now back to throw. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tressway to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. So Prescott to the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The result, a 1st down as a quick slant gets him 14. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, here we go, 46, 46. Switch, and 8. Here we go, 46, 46. 46.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. Flushed out right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Here we go, 47. Here we go.
Second down, Prescott to Michelle on the screen. And spins away. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Keeping it on the ground on first, Michelle. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Switch. Hey. Here we go, 46. 46.
Prescott now on second down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
46. Here we go, 180. 26.
Prescott from the gun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. And the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
And they'll run it here. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
First carry for Darius Geis. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Michael Brocker's in on the stop.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. David Irving in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw here. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 17 down to the 17, and it's a first down.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Back to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Set. 319.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are able to strike for 6. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Under.
On 2nd down, Michelle. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Forced out to his left, and that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
He'll field this at the 5. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll set up to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This will be taken at the 10. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
46.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go now.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now let's go. Blue Lightning.
On 1st down, this is Geis. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked #1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
Geis with a carry on second down. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Darius Geis, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. He got 29 yards that time. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle it. That's what you're looking for.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout.
You go 47.
53's the mic. 53, check.
26.
To throw is Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football.
3 down.
It's a keeper with Prescott. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the 1st.
Hey, 47.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Here we go. Wide. Gun.
Prescott to throw it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jake Blunt, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, a full half to be played. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Redskins who have the lead here. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Again, it's Michelle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
First down, Prescott. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
46. 47. 26.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. Throw left side complete. It's Peters. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a handoff, running off tackle right. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cowboys. Sony Michel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This is fielded at the goal line. Pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So now we look at the Redskins offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Set. Green 39.
They'll set up a throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
All right, here we go.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
All right, here we go.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now they'll run it on the toss. Finding room to the 20. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Redskins are going to take the lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is now 21-14. set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick, but instead it falls down incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets them to 3rd and 3 now. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Peters. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. We can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Switch it, hey. Good.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 41. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
He's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. To throw now on 1st down. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play, now 2nd and 13. And they'll run it here. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Down right around the 25. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Back now in Arlington. It's the Redskins with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
Green 39! Green 39! Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hurry up, here we go! Green 39! Green 39! Back 99, Philly, here we go!
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90! Detroit! Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great play there. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. He was looking that time for Stills. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Now let's go. 319. 319.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And his first carry, he loses the football. And the Cowboys have recovered.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Here we go, 46, 46. 46.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. On the left side, this is Stills. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. Prescott now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46. 46.
Now Prescott. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Steps away. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 26. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. And they'll go with a ground attack here. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. The Redskins on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll drop to throw. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big 30-yard play on third. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
On the handoff, it's Geis. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. And it's Michel once again. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. Again, give. This is Michelle. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down. They're running it. It's Michelle. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Oh, he's not going to get it by much, but on 4th and 1, all you're worried about is moving the sticks. And here he's able to fight his way forward for a couple of yards, and that's all he needed.
They'll run it. This is Michelle. Nifty footwork at the 45. And he'll get inside of Washington's 15 before being taken down. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Prescott on 1st down. 10 more there and another 1st down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Trying to pound it in here with Michelle. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Sony Michel with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left and no good. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this will be recovered by the Redskins, and that should just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Redskins, it may not be too late to salvage their season as the win moves them to 2-5 now on the year. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.